Welcome back to my Junicorn project. From last time to this time, I have in pencil sketched out where I want the eye to go. I want the eye to at least be on the same level as the other one. So we're going to work on that. We're going to work on shading some more. And then I have this really great idea to use markers to color it. So I'm basically just making a really fancy coloring book page. So let's get started. I warmed up my tool, but it might not be as warm as I want it to. It is not warm at all yet. So in a minute we will be back with a warm tool. Okay, so I'm back and the tool is hot. What I did, I plugged it in, but I did not set it to warm up. So now it's warm. We're going to fix the eye, then we're going to take it inside and put some color on it. Those are no. I'm just lightly touching and moving very quickly to get some shade on this area. Dozer, knock it off. It really goes fast once you get the tool warmed up properly, but you might want to have the tool a little bit less warm and go slower. It is working so nicely now. Very quickly put some color on it. And very quickly, we have a workable, paintable piece. Now I'm going to keep this horse, this unicorn, a little bit lighter because I am going to go back over it with the markers. And I'm going to use some alcohol-based markers, which I tested on the back. And that turned out really nice. The colors are great, and I'm going to test to see if I can wood burn over the top of the colors. So maybe if I want to add more detail, we'll see if I have to add the detail first or so that pretty much burns right through the color. It is alcohol based, so it's like hissing. Okay, so we should add all the detail first before we get into coloring. Otherwise, it will just be ruined. Looks like. So anything that we don't want to color, we can go back in and wood burn some more. But I think I will add more tone to everything with the colors. Because I am better at coloring than wood burning, but this is definitely a fun process. Work on a spot you can actually see what I'm doing. Wonderful. That looks so neat already. So I've turned the heat down some. It's my dogs growling at each other, playing. So it helps to see some of the things that you do by squinting at it. I'm going to darken up this area a lot because I think it should be in the shadow behind everything. And normally if something's behind something else, it tends to be darker, unless it's landscape, and then you have atmospheric perspective. But we're gonna push it back by pushing the values of this neck area back. Okay. Then I'm gonna darken up here a little bit because the eye in my I'm not entirely sure about this eye just yet. I need to go look at the references. Somehow don't think that that would look like that. That looks a little better. This eye is in shadow, so it's going to be a whole lot darker. Let's see what else here. This part would be a little darker because I'm imagining the light source being up and over here. Okay, now what else needs to, I could probably do like that. Darken this area some, give it a nice shadow. Accentuate the horn, so I'm just going to put all of this part darker. Accentuate the flowers by doing the same. Work on the ears, because the ears really haven't been touched yet. Shadow being thrown across. That's probably why that ear looks the way it does. We'll put some shadow on these flowers. Kind of color those up some. Now that spot was a little bit of a mistake earlier. Maybe these flowers are throwing a little bit of a shadow. I'll try and cover that up. Let's see. This flower would be almost 100% in shadow. Same with this one over here. These ones over here are just going to be darker. Awesome. I would say let's cool this piece off. Actually, no, let's work on these flowers down here. Camera, focus. Okay. Might as well get some color on these flowers down here. And I'm going to put this corner dark. Darken this corner up. Put a shadow on this leaf. I'm going to put a shadow on that leaf. So I have the settings on about middle, and it's given me this really nice caramel burn when I move relatively quickly. But if I want it to be a little darker, I can slow down and make that color appear darker. So middle setting is awful nice. You can use whatever settings that you're comfortable with. If you're more comfortable burning fast and furious, then go for it. But to really get some good values in it, I bumped it down because I wanted more of that caramel color, less of the burn. Okay, well, Let's cool the piece off and add some color. Okay, we're back inside and we're going to add color for better or worse. Let's see, I'm gonna push the values of like the dark spots with some blue. So I just added blue to this nostril, and I'll add blue to this one. Kind of pushes the values some. And I do need to go get my reference, but we're gonna add blue to this underside here. And shadow there. Pretty much anywhere that I want to read darker, I'm just going to throw this blue on. It's going to give it some really neat effects when I start blending it with the other blues and greens and things. So I'm going to step to a different color here. Let's see what it does when yeah, green is just a slightly bit lighter. It's like an instant blend too. That's really nice. Oh, that's so cool. It kind of pushes it into the grains that It's pretty rough on the markers, but oh well. It's giving me a cool effect. You can always buy more markers. You only have a couple shots in life to make some really neat art. Just do it. I am really liking that. My horse, he's a unicorn, so he's going to be like blue and green and pink and all sorts of neat colors. Awesome. I like it already. I liked it before, but now I really like it. Let's get that blended in. It's a great thing with the alcohol markers. They just push the values around a lot. Go for a yellow, light yellow. And this horse's main color is just this really nice light Mignonette. No, Mignonette, M-I-G-N-O-N-E-T-T-E, Mignonette. Okay. This horse is apparently named Mignonette now, because. Okay. I'm gonna go light pink. And step down with my pinks. Oops. I want the brush tip for this. Mignonette and what is this one? Shock pink. Shock pink. I like it. This is turning out really awesomely. I am enjoying this process a lot. Let's see, we should add some purples and add purple down here. A little bit of purple over here. Then I can blend it in with another color. Oh, so cool. Some of this over here. In and around the flowers. It's just such a pretty color. This camera's really not doing it justice. It looks really great. Okay, let's go. I don't know if I'm gonna go with red for the roses or yellow. It seems like these should be not stark white. Okay, I'm going to go in with the yellow and move that color around that I just put on all of the roses. Oh, that looks so neat. Normally you can blend these colors out with alcohol markers really easily, and with the wood it just makes that process 100 times easier. It's like the wood is not absorbing it right off the bat, so you have a lot of play time. Play time, yeah. So neat. I like it. So if you guys want to see more wood burning projects, let me know in the comments what you would want to see and we'll make it happen. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. And then I'm just going to move this. Some bright yellow hair. Sure. That's a braid. Go back with my green. Move the colors around. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. Look at that. That works so nice. Super neat. So I would probably buy the really cheap markers if you were wanting to do this yourself, because it's using a lot of the ink up. That's looks like it's pretty harsh on the nib too, but that's okay. That's kind of what I want. Oh my goodness, so vibrant and pretty. There were a lot of different ways that I could have colored this, but I am really happy with what I chose to do. If you want to see me do another one and color it in the way that you want, just drop me a message in the description, a message in the comments. We can make that happen. nice. That one's pretty. Pretty, 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 pretty. Okay. So next time we're going to work on the background. Get all of this. We're going to probably plunge it into a moonlight darkness and then go over with some more shading tones and different things like that. So thank you for watching, and I will see you later. I just can't leave it alone, so I'm going to add more color. I discovered that you can take alcohol and wipe away quite a bit. Right here is where I've wiped away. So it's really forgiving, and we're just going to play around with it. The great part about this is we can change it a little bit if we're not satisfied. Okay, now I'll demonstrate how to do this alcohol. Get some on your napkin. Try not to get it all over your piece, which I kind of did. And then you can wipe some, and it'll sink into the grooves of where you've burned. And take off a good bit. So we know we can play around with it now. After adding a few more details to make the horse's form better, this is where I got. Thanks for watching.